From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Happy holidays from Weather NorCal and our sponsors. Have a wonderful holiday season.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you've had a nice week so far. Taking a look at the big picture from 22,000 miles up, doing pretty good out there. We have some clouds that filtered through over the last few hours, but they've mostly dissipated after sunrise especially, and marine layers also not really ramping up too much here, but I do think over the next day or so, things do start to change on that front. First things first though, through today, we're going to be back in the upper 60s in portions of the valley. Some of us might even be flirting with 70 up here from Lakehead down to Redding and Cottonwood, then down to Red Bluff, Corning, Chico. Get back down to the mid 60s there. Same situation to Humboldt County along the coast, and the rest of us are probably going to be in the upper 40s, lower 50s across the area here. Alturas and out towards Modoc County, the 395 corridor is probably where we're going to start seeing those cooler temperatures back down to the 40s. But over the next little bit here, like I said, things do change a little bit, right? Especially in the northern portions of the coast and a little further inland and along the coast itself, because we're going to start kind of getting these slightly more active hints of a pattern creeping in, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference quite just yet. Now, over the extended term, maybe so, but right now, we still have a pretty decent week to look forward to, and honestly, a pretty nice weekend for most of us. So let's hop right into it. Futurecast shows pretty nice Thursday here. We're doing just fine here. Tomorrow, very similar story, right? I don't think we're going to have much in the way of activity at all, but check this out here as we head through tomorrow. So tomorrow looks fine, but the marine layer really starts kicking in. A lot more moisture here off the coast, so we're probably going to start seeing that fog creep into those inlets there along the coast, and then that's by tomorrow evening, right? So let's keep this in mind. Starting to see a lot more cloud cover along the coast. Starting to see those winds whip there out on the coast as well. What does that indicate? That indicates a little bit of a minor system creeping in here. Now, it's not going to be too impactful, but check this out. We do see a little bit of it filter some moisture into the North State, right? We're not talking a ton of it. We're talking some sprinkles, maybe some drizzle and showers, right? At worst, we're not talking huge rainfall, but still, that definitely does look like our next rain chance for portions of Del Norte County and Siskiyou County. Maybe portions of northern Humboldt County as well, but it's in and out really quickly. Not enough to change any plans, really. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal here, and it's really not going to be too much of a population issue, right, in terms of Redding, out here in Weaverville and Trinity County. Most of us in Humboldt County, goodness forbid the eastern mountains, right? Listen, most of us are not going to see rain over the next couple of days, but still, those shower chances are there, so I just want to mention that because it's not zero. They're going to be light, but they'll be in and out pretty quickly. Now, over the next several days, past this weekend here and into next week, honestly, looks like we shape up pretty nice. Check out Monday. We're doing good to start the week out here. Then as we head deeper and deeper into the work week, well, kind of similar to tomorrow, the marine layer picks up a little bit. We get more clouds and moisture in the mid-levels here. That's by midweek next week. But hey, we're getting out 6-7 days, and even still, we're not seeing any crazy active patterns. So honestly, I think the prognosis is pretty good for a pretty decent next 7 days. Not seeing any huge issues. We're going to stay above average in terms of temperatures as we approach the middle of December as well. Much of the western United States is kind of a weird pattern. In fact, we see warmer temperatures out there east of us, and then average, if not slightly below average, temperatures east and southeast of us, kind of wedged in between that. So we're sort of, in this not so typical pattern, but you know what? As far as Decembers are concerned, it could be worse, right? That much is for sure. So let's go ahead and break it down county by county, city by city. We'll start with Trinity County here. Temperatures do kind of start creeping down over the next several days. We're still going to be above average, mind you, but it's still not going to be quite as warm as we'll see, say, today and tomorrow, right? We're going to be seeing those 60s last for another day or so, but then those showers move in, like you saw there, as we head over the next couple of days. Very, very scant chance, though. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hey, pretty decent weather out there, but lower to mid 50s is the story as opposed to, say, lower to mid 60s. So that definitely is a trend downwards for the temperatures. Along the coast, it's the same situation here. Temperatures start to moderate back down to the 50s as we head through the week here with pretty much fine conditions throughout, besides those kind of scattered shower chances here. 60s linger maybe through the day after tomorrow, so through Sunday here, a little further inland, and then we kind of stay in that 58, 59, 60 range pretty consistently for the next 7 days with really not much to talk about. You know what? That's a good thing, right? Now, Siskiyou County, it's the same story here. We're going to be in the 50s for now through Saturday, but that little system there kind of puts those temperatures back down to mid 40s, upper 40s, right? But fortunately, we are going to be very dry. And I say fortunately because, we all love our rain, but we're actually doing very good out there as far as we're concerned compared to this time last year. Down in Redding, for example, we got 165% of our typical rainfall total. So, you know what? I think we can use a decent little dry stretch here. No complaints from me, that much is for sure. Anyways, hopping over to Modoc County. It's the same story, right? Widespread mid to upper 40s here as we head through the next couple of days. Some of us probably hit 50, but I really don't think that's going to last long. In fact, I think by Sunday and Monday, that's going to be the coolest portion of the next 7 days, with temperatures out here in Modoc County probably moderating in the 41, 42 range at most, and then maybe a couple degrees warmer by the end of the week. Down here in the eastern mountains, widespread 40s and 50s is the story. Quincy to Greenville up to Chester, that's probably going to be about 53, 54, 55. But let's take Susanville, for example. Check those temperatures getting back down to the 40s there. That's going to be the coolest portion of the week here, starting Sunday, lasting through the first half there. Notice some of those highs barely scraping 40. Those lows getting down in the teens in that same time frame. But otherwise, nice week out there. Down here in the valley, for tomorrow, widespread upper 60s is the story. A couple of us from Elk Creek up north on the west side of the valley there down south might even flirt with 70, but listen, we're not going to be seeing that much here over the next several days. And honestly, don't expect any showers to filter in here for the next couple of days in the valley. That's strictly a northern and coastal kind of thing. But still, we're going to see that cool down pretty uniformly, like the rest of us, back to the lower 60s and even upper 50s. By the time we're heading through that coolest portion of the week, like I was talking about, Monday and into Tuesday, right? Hopping up to Lakehead down to Red Bluff, it's the same story. And, I've been talking about this, right? A couple of us probably going to break 70 there up here, the further northern portions of the valley. But again, that's going to be, the kibosh is going to be put on it, really, for lack of a better term, as we head through the weekend and into next week, with those temperatures cooling down a good 7 to 10 degrees widespread across the area. So we keep these upper 60s for tomorrow, but they get out of here pretty quickly, turning into lower 60s and upper 50s by the end of the weekend and into next week.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.